Hello, people. Hi, guys. Welcome. I'm a little bit late. I had to go and get my daughter from school. So I hope that you are here just to join me this afternoon, guys. I don't know if my light is good. I hope it is. I don't want it shining on me, but I hope that it's good. Guys, I'm here. One person, type there who you are so that I can acknowledge you. I don't know if you can hear me. I hope that you can. I hope that you can hear me. I need you to type there, guys, and tell me if you can hear me on this live show, guys. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, guys. This is Charities Bubble USA, your #1 channel. I am live, but I am a few minutes late because I was coming from somewhere, but now I am here. 5 people, thank you for joining me. Thank you. Thank you. Can you please type there and tell me if you can hear me? Can you please type there and tell me if you can hear me, guys? I need to know if you can hear me. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to acknowledge some people here in a little bit. I know I am a little bit late, but better late than never. I was coming from somewhere and I didn't want to go live when I was in my car. So I was like, let me get home and do my live show. Guys, I'm here. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know that I am here. So, gonna give it 4 minutes. It's been 1 minute 49 seconds. Today is 11th. Sorry, today is November 8th, 2021. It's 12:18 p.m. here in the USA. Type there and tell me what time it is, guys. Type there and tell me what time it is now. Let me call some people. I am live on YouTube. On. There. I'm not a very fast typer, so it takes me time. Guys, 2 minutes, 31 seconds. So I am here because for 18 p.m. Is it for 18 p.m.? Okay, all right, that's good. I am here. I had to do this live today because I don't know if my life is getting better or is getting worse. I had to do this live today so that we can talk about the DV. These are the last the last days of the DV, and I hope that you guys did the application. I just hope that you did. 3 minutes, 7 seconds. I am going to acknowledge some people here in a little bit after 4 minutes. And I apologize for my lateness. I was coming from somewhere, but I was like, I have to be on time. And I made it. I know last time when I did a live, I don't know what happened. I just saw blackness. I hope that doesn't happen today. I've tried to work on my stuff so that we can have good things around us. So guys, in 13 seconds, I am going to start acknowledging some people who have joined me here. And we are going to talk about the DV because it's just a few minutes and it's just a few days and it's gonna be gone. So I hope that you guys have applied. I just hope that you have did the application, and I am here to answer any questions that you have about the DV. I am going to look and see if there are any in my YouTube, and I'm going to answer them. And I am also going to look if I have any in my what do we call it? In the WhatsApp so that I can answer them. So guys, if you haven't done your application, kindly, I am insisting, you go and do your application today or tomorrow early in the morning, because if you do not do it, you will be in trouble. Okay, Achianga Pio, Mom Mini Charity, I am here. Thank you for joining me. Samuel Mwangi, hi, wonderful mom. Thank you for joining me. Joseph Ameko, yes, we can. Thank you there. Anita Egunza, Watching from Kenya, thank you. Joseph Ameko is 4:18 p.m. Anita Eguza is 21:19 p.m. Mohammed Abdinur, thank you. It's better. I'm not still, I am not, Mohammed Abdinur is saying, I am not still submit my application because of still waiting for my new passport. Now, if you do not get your passport tomorrow is the deadline. Tomorrow is the 9th. The website will close tomorrow at 12 p.m. here in the US. So you might be very late. Samuel Mwangi, wonderful. Thank you there. Frida Kerimo, hi Charity. Did mine today from Kenya. Thank you for doing that. Because guys, it's gonna close tomorrow. Because in US time, it's gonna close at 12:15. Oh, sorry, 12 noon. 12 noon. That is 12 p.m. It will be gone. And let me tell you, tomorrow that website will be jammed because of the people who wait and procrastinate up to the last minute. Frida Kerimo, hi Charity, did mine today from Kenya, thank you. Joyfrey Karani, I have already submitted the lottery. God bless you, I'm watching from Kenya, thank you. Nancy Njoki, beautiful Charity, at first I didn't recognize you. I have changed my hairstyle. I was waiting for someone to comment on that. I have changed my hairstyle, thank you for that. Minao's baby, hi, Minao's IB. Hi, Charity. You are looking gorgeous with the hairstyle. I am tuned. Thank you. Yeah, I changed my hairstyle. Thank you guys for the compliment. So, guys, the DV is stopping tomorrow. So, if you haven't done your application, kindly go do your application because we don't have any more time. Benora Medium, Erastus Ambere from Kisii, Kenya, enjoying your advice. So, guys, kindly go do your application. We only have one day. And I know where you are right now. If you're in Africa, it's night time. Here it is 23 p.m. I know it's night time. And you only have one day to do it. Or maybe if you have internet in your house or whatever in your phone, you can do it. So this is the last day, this is the last day. If you miss, then you wait until next year. Okay, Rahab Kebuge, hi Charity, tuned in from Nairobi. Looking good, ma'am. Thank you guys for that compliment. Now, I hope. Today I came here to tell you that tomorrow is the last day. Because if you have not done your application, you have to wait until next year because when it closes, it closes. And like I said, when you wait until the last minute, it's still okay if you haven't done it. Just go do it. But you might experience, the way you submitted and it tells you are not available, the network is gone. It might happen like that. So you have to be very patient with it tomorrow because most people, the last minute people, I think that is the human nature whereby you find that we are used to doing things the last minute. And you find that when you start doing things the last minute, what happens is that sometimes you tend to forget. So even if you're going to do it tomorrow as your last minute, please kindly make sure that you're paying attention. Because I told you guys that form, when you are doing the application, you must fill it out correctly. Type in your date of birth correctly. Type in your passport number correctly. Include your family members. So please, 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 if you're going to do your DV lottery tomorrow is the last day. Please make sure that you are doing it right. Do not be in a hurry. Just do it right so that you can get it. Because tomorrow is the deadline, huh? Rahab Kebuge, hi, tune in from Nairobi, looking good. Hash, Joss, Faith, I filled mine already. See you in US for a cup of coffee. Yeah, yeah. When you come to the US, yeah, you can have a cup of coffee. Guys. Like I tell you guys, it's I just pray and wish that you guys will get it. I pray so hard. I'm like, I wish people who have been listening to me that I will have some people who have won the lottery next year so that I can showcase, at least, I'll be proud. I'll be like, oh, at least I'm doing something. I'm helping someone. Nancy Joking just did mine this evening. Mungu wangu nitangulia. Yes. I wish you all the best, guys. I told you the only thing I can do here is just to come here and champion you. Grace Wairimo, thank you for joining us. You wrote me a message the other day when I didn't come live. When I did, I had to do a recorded show because sometimes I'm getting caught up So if I do a recorded show, guys, please go and watch my video and just give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. When you're watching it, that sign that has a thumbs up, just click on it. It's not gonna cost you anything to do that. Because when you give the video a thumbs up, when you give it a thumbs up, it gets recommended by YouTube. Because YouTube is a very the YouTube algorithm normally like sees, is this thing being seen by people, is it being liked by people, and they recommend it to other people. So guys, just to appreciate, that's the only thing that I can ask from you, that when you watch my video, just give it a thumbs up. That's the only thing that I'm asking from you. Give it a thumbs up. And when you are watching, it's always good to watch from the beginning to the end, because when I do a video, every video that I do, I have done research. Or maybe sometimes there's a video that I did where I was taking my kids somewhere, and I was like, let me show you the farms in the US, because we have farms in the US, and I hope that you enjoyed that. So kindly just take time, just watch the video, and then if you see the ads running, let them run. It doesn't, maybe the ads run for like a minute or 1.5 minutes. Just let them run. That's the only way that you guys can appreciate the work that I am doing. So I just need that pat on the back, just by giving the video a thumbs up. I hope that you guys are doing that. So let me acknowledge some more people here. I was talking about Grace Wairimo. Thank you for joining me. Okay. Grace Wairimo, hello, tuned in, and you're looking beautiful. I love your hairstyle. Thank you for that. Thank you. Joy Mama, hey, can you please say my name? Joe Mama. Yes, I have said your name. I have said your name. I try to look at the screen as it's popping up so that I do not leave anybody behind. Grace Orimo, Lazima, we support you and we must watch all videos. Thank you guys. I always appreciate. When I look, I see that some people have watched my video. I would be so sad if I did a video and nobody watched it. So guys, when you watch it, I really do appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Hannah Mo, hello Charity. Thanks for the great job. Watching you from Cameroon, hoping to be amongst the DV 2023 winners. Yes, guys. So like I said, if you have just joined me right now, the DV lottery will close tomorrow. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. in the US. 15 people are watching me. Thank you, guys. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have not given the others a thumbs up, go back there and just give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. So like I said, the DV lottery is gonna close tomorrow. So if you have your passport and if you have your little photos, please do the application. You can do it now, or make sure that you wake up early in the morning and do it, because I know in Kenya right now it's nighttime. It's nighttime. Here it's 12:29 p.m. It's 12:29 p.m. So for us it's daytime. So tomorrow at noon, here it is going to end. So if your time right now is 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., please make sure that you do your application tomorrow during the day, because if you go back there to do it, it is going to be gone. That website, the DV lottery website, is going to be gone. So please make sure that you're filling it. Now, we have to go past that. We have to go past filling the application. So Grace Orimo, thank you for championing that, for just letting people to share the video. Yeah, you guys, just share the video. I really do appreciate. Benora Media, Erastus, I appreciate the good work you're doing, but very generous in sharing knowledge with us. May God bless you. Yeah, guys, I tell you why I started my YouTube channel is because I came here with a DV lottery, and I was very lucky because when I did my application, I won with the first time. So I hope that some of you are like me, like you just win with the first time. But even if you don't win the first time, it's okay. You can still apply another time. But beyond there, I just want to tell you guys that there is life beyond not winning the DV lottery, because I am responsible to tell you that what you might win or you might not win. I have to tell you that because it is a lottery. I don't want to sit here and tell you that all of you will win the lottery. Not all of you will win the lottery. Even when you're going to do something like maybe a lottery for money or whatever, you find that not everybody wins. So the DV lottery is still the same thing. Not everybody gets selected. And at the same time, you find that they have like that number that they're giving, the 55,000 visas, you find that they cannot add. I know there is a motion that's going on for them to increase the number to 80,000, but it has not gone through. If it has not gone through, then the only thing that we can do is wait, just wait until maybe they increase that number. So what I'm telling you today is that after you have filled your application, or if you have already done it, I need you guys to move on. Just put it behind your back. Continue watching my videos, because you find that when this season is done, when the DV is done, I might not be doing many videos about the DV lottery because it is not there. I will go back to do it in May. Maybe I can do how to fill out the DS260, all that stuff, and maybe to prepare those people who have already won. But you find that even on my live shows, I'm not going to be talking about filling out the DV 2023 because I am going to put it behind, because that time has passed. And that's what I want you to do. Continue watching the videos that I am putting in, because all of them will be about US. Because you need to know, after winning the DV lottery, where are you going to take your kids to school? If you are a farmer, you have a big farm. Can you buy a farm here and farm? What are the other things that you need to know that I did not know when I came in, and you do not get surprised? That's what I will be doing. So guys, I need you to move on with whatever that you're doing, but keep your confirmation number safe. Come May next year, we are going to check. We are going to check, and we will go from there. And then if you are not selected in May, please do not get depressed, because it's a lottery. And that's why I've even started talking about other pathways that you can use to come and live in the US. I have talked about those ones. So because if you didn't get the DV, you can come in another way. You can even tell, maybe you have a friend or whoever, and they are graduating. I told you that graduations are very, 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 very important here. I know that they are not giving those emergency visas right now. They have been stopped in Kenya up to next year. I know that, and I have to tell you that. But if there is an emergency, if there is an emergency, or if it's something that has to be done, like maybe someone is graduating this December, a graduation only happens once, and maybe they send you an invitation and you process it, and you are able to come. Or maybe there's a wedding, or maybe there's a funeral. You can do that. But for now, I know that they are not giving they're not giving those so many visas, because they have a very big backlog because of COVID. So guys, I want us to be together. I want us to still stay together. And follow on, because you need to learn so much about US, so that even if you win your lottery, you will be able to survive. And you also need to know other pathways that you can use to come to the US. Let me see if there's another. Benora Media Resters, I appreciate, I read that. Philip Agbo, DV Lottery winner 2022. We like to know if interviews is ongoing. Thank you. Like I said, the people who won DV 2022, their interviews started last month, October 1st, and they will go all the way to next year, September 30th, because it takes a whole year. That's why they are called DV 2022. So the only thing that I can tell you, Philip Agbo, is you be patient. Be patient. And you guys have been asking me about my case number. I cannot remember my case number. I threw away that paperwork. Unless maybe I come across a paper in my papers. I don't have it. I don't remember what my case number was. I don't remember, because I don't even have my green card anymore, because you find that when I became a citizen, they took my green card. They normally take your green card, and then you have to apply for a passport. What I have right now is an American passport. I don't have I don't have my permanent resident card. So that information, it's been 7 years, guys. And I hadn't thought that I would have a YouTube channel that I would be talking about the DV lottery. So it's unfortunate that I did not keep those papers. But what I normally tell you is that when we got 20 people are watching, guys, and I can see 14 thumbs up. Thank you guys for doing that. So what I said, what I told you guys is that when we checked and we had been selected, we filled out our DS260 the next month in June. And after we filled out our DS260, we had to wait until the other year in January. End of January is when we got the email. That is when we got the email. So because I don't remember my case number there, it's unfortunate that I am not able to help you. But what I can tell you is that if you want the DV 2022, they just started like processing those applications in the last month in October, and they have a whole year to do it. So do not be impatient. And actually, if you had watched the video that they put out the first day when the DV Lottery 2023 happened, they said that application or winning is just the first step of a very long process. Because it's a very long process, guys. It's a very long process. The year that you win, if your case number is whatever, and you know, the only thing that I can say right now is, let's assume we have 55,000 visas that are going to be given. So, and I normally give a very simple example. If your case number is further away from 55,000, if it's like 10,000 or 20,000, then you expect that your interview could be in maybe October, November, December, January. But if your case number is 45,000, then you have to wait. Maybe your interview will be July, August of next year. But that doesn't mean that you will not be called. You will be called. So, guys, the only thing that I can tell you about this DV, this one, they are not in a hurry. They are not in a hurry. They do it systematically. They do it systematically. So the only thing that I can tell you guys is just wait to be called. Because, and you find that another thing that you should keep in mind is that so many people apply for the DV lottery, especially, you know, right now there has been like a cut down because people are required to have a passport. So if you can't afford a passport, you cannot fill out your DV. So you find that the number has a little bit decreased. It hasn't really decreased, but it has a little bit decreased because not many people are able to apply. But still, you find that the people who apply for the DV are more than the people than 55,000. They are always more than 55,000. So there can be a chance that maybe someone was selected and they didn't get a notification letter. Those things can happen. And at the same time, so normally what happens is you can apply again. You can apply again. And I know that there are some cases that sometimes go on. And I know like the DV 2020, there was a case that was going on. And those people now, they were told that they can get their notification letters for them to process their visas. But if you won and you did not receive, you find that before those cases are filed and they go on, they take a long time. So the only thing I can tell you is just to pray hard. Pray hard that you'll get the second notification letter for you to be able to go and process your visa. That's the only thing I can tell you. But what I know for me is that I don't know a person who won and they were not called. What I know is that there's a person who won and they didn't process, or they did not know the process. I know there's a couple that I knew, they had won their DV lottery, but they did not know what they were supposed to do. And it was very unfortunate. They didn't know what they were supposed to do. So when they got, they didn't know, they actually did not even know about the email or anything. So by the time they were asking, the time had already passed. The time had already passed. And if time is passed, it's passed. So guys, what I can tell you is that when you win, when you're selected, just pray hard that you will get your whatever and have patience. It takes a whole year for them to do the processing. So you cannot be impatient. You can never be impatient, guys. You cannot be impatient. There's another question that I saw on my whatever, on one of my messages, and that person was telling me the main applicant won, but that unfortunately the main applicant died. You find that when if the main applicant dies and you had won the visa and you had won the lottery and you had not processed and you had not gotten your visa or anything, that is gone. Because everybody benefits from the main applicant. If the main applicant is not there, unfortunately, you will not get it. You do not get it, guys. Carol Zaimbo, hi Charity, thank you for joining me. Philip Agbo, I told you about the case number. Minor David, hi Charity. As I watched your video on the farm and I heard you say that tomorrow you have to reset your time 1 hour back. Why? How? Yes, we have to. Yeah, that's a very good question. Yeah, we have to reset our time because you find that now our nights are going to be longer than the days. When it's summer, the days are shorter than the nights. That means that we're at 9 p.m. at night is when the darkness starts coming in summertime and part of fall. But right now, you find that the darkness is coming in at 6. Yeah, actually, at 5:30, it's already dark. And then when we wake up in the morning, the next day in the morning, you find that it's the light is coming a little bit early. So you find that at this time, for us to move from one season to one season, from summer to fall, you find, no, from fall to, from summer to fall, you find that we have to adjust our time. So we go back, we gain an hour. We go back, we gain an hour. Right now, when I look at my car, it is 12:41. My car is saying 11:41 because I haven't adjusted it. You see? So we gained an hour. So we didn't lose, we gained an hour. And that's how the seasons go here, because you find that right now at 5:30 is gonna be dark because the nights are longer than the days. But when we go to approach spring and before we get into the summer, then we will turn our clocks back because we will lose 1 hour. But you find that we don't worry about it that much because the phone automatically resets itself. But my clocks are still behind. I haven't reset them. And it was hard on me because when we came in here, we didn't know that the time changes. When the season changes, we didn't know that the time changes. So I remember that day that the time was supposed to change. I woke up in the morning, I prepared my kids, and we went to church. We normally go to church at 11:30. But then when I was going to church, when I was going to enter, I was wondering, why are people coming out of church? So I went and then I asked a lady, what's going on? I thought it's 11:30. She was like, no, the time went back. So that's why the church is coming out right now. So you find that you have to know, but your phone will always guide you about the time, because that day that the time changes, your phone will change. Your phone will change. So the only thing that you need to do is to adjust your clocks. Like I haven't adjusted my clock. You adjust your stove if it has a watch there, and you adjust your car. So time changes. So now so that is what I mean by changing time. So right now when it's 5:30, it's gonna be very dark. But when it's summertime, even at 9, we are still outside because it is during the day. So that's how the time changes are here in the US. Now, how about your education requirements or your work experience that got you qualified? Thank you. Now, I had gone up to Form 4. I had done my high school, but I was doing hairdressing. And that's where, guys, I want you guys not to get confused. Like I said, if you are going to high school, don't worry about work experience because you're already qualified, because you have gone to high school and you have your certificate. If you went to high school and you didn't finish, you didn't get a high school certificate, then you have to have qualifying work experience, and not any job. I've had that discussion. Not any job qualifies. Like if I was just a hairdresser, I would not have qualified, because they want a specific job zone. They want a job zone 4 with an SVP of 7 or greater than 7. So, and there, I did a video. If you go back to my YouTube channel, this is Philip. There is that video that I have talked about work experience. There are 2 videos, the first one and the second one. Go watch those 2. You will understand well. And I have a website. I've even shown you how to go to do it, how to enter the job that you're doing, so that you can know what is the category, because not all jobs qualify. Not all jobs qualify, because you will have to prove your work experience after you win. Before you win, you don't need anything. You just need to tell them what you're doing. But after you win, you have to prove work experience. If you do not have the work experience that they want, they will not give you the visa. They are not going to give you the visa. So you have to know that. Okay. How about the short nights? How does that happen? Now, you find that it's just the time. It's just 1 hour. It's just 1 hour. Now, like I told you, now right now the nights are longer. They're gonna be longer, but the days are gonna be shorter, because it's going to get dark by 5:30. It's already dark, very, very dark. But you find that the next, when it comes to summertime, the days are a little bit longer, because even at 9, it's still during the day. You can only, we used to do that in geography, and I never used to understand what they were talking about. Fall and summer and whatever, I didn't understand. But when I came to the US, now I understand seasons very well. I think I'll do a video on that and just, try to explain, just show you that this is the time and it's getting dark, this is whatever, and it's getting during the day, so that you can understand better. But we have to adjust our time because of whatever, because when the seasons are changing, we always have to adjust our time. Okay. Hi, must my photo must my photo show both ears? Yes, they must show both ears. They must show both ears. I know that there are some people, like even right now when I'm sitting like this, I cannot see my ears. I remember there's one person who made a suggestion. They said they used to work at a cyber, and they said that the people who used to come, 23 people are watching me. Thank you for those 19 thumbs up. I really, really do appreciate. When they she used to work in a cyber and they used to fill green cards for people. So what they did, if the ears were very flat, they would put just a little bit of cotton wool here, just a little bit, just to to make the ears to become whatever yeah, to be seen. But they want your ears to be visible because that photo, the importance of that photo is that they want to see how you look like. They want to see how you look like. That is an identifier. It's an identifier. They identify you with that photo. So you have to make sure that you're being seen very nicely. Unless maybe you are a Muslim and you are wearing a hijab, But still, even if you're wearing a hijab, you have to be able to show your face nicely, and at the same time you have to be in that religion. You cannot lie and say that I am or whatever and you are not. No, you cannot. So that's the importance of the photo. So guys, like I said, the DB lottery is going to close tomorrow, and it's going to be 12 p.m 12 noon here in the US. That's when it's going to close. So I hope that you have done the application. I just hope that you have done the application, and if you haven't done it, please go do it tomorrow, because you will be locked out until next year when another one starts. And like I said, guys, I have to tell you that after you are done, we are going to put that aside and move on to other things. We are going to do other things because we will be waiting. We will be on the waiting, but do not focus on that. I do not want you to focus on that. I want you to put it at the back of your mind until next year in May. And that is why when I come here, I am not going to be talking about how to fill out whatever the DV lottery application form. No, I am not going to talk to that about that anymore, because it is going to be passed tomorrow. I'm going to talk about how my life in the US, what I do, and how I interact even with my kids or whatever. I'm going to talk about all that. How is life here? How do you survive when you have kids and you don't even have a house girl? In Africa, you're used to having a house girl. How do you survive? You have a job, you don't have a house girl, you have little kids you have to take care of. What is entailed? How does the man's life change when they come to the US? Because a man's life changes, it's opposite. It just changes automatically when they come to the US. Because you find that, especially in the African setting, the men are not used to let's see, Jacqueline Reddy. Hi, Janity. I've just done the application. Thank you, Jacqueline, for doing that. I wish you all the best. Now, you find that the man's role changes when they come here in the US, because you find that in Kenya or in Africa or wherever, you can have some help from relatives. You can hire house help or whatever. But you find that here, unless you have a lot of money, you won't be able to hire a house help, because they are paid by the hourly. I told you guys that they are paid by the hourly. And if someone is you're supposed to pay them like $18 an hour, and they come to your house for like 8 hours, that's a lot of money. You might not even be able to pay them all that money, guys. So you find that you have to do it yourself. So you find that it's both of you to know how you will be taking care of your kids. Because you find that in the African setting, and I like to talk about the African setting, you find that men are not like trained. They are not like, what can I say? They are not molded to be like taking care of kids. They are not molded in that way. But you find that when they come here in the US, and that's why I think most men struggle before like they adapt, because it's a culture shock. Because you find that you will start taking care of that child when they are little. Because if your wife is going to work, then you have to be left home with the kids. You cannot leave kids home alone. Those are some of the things that I will be talking about. The best way for you to cope. And for me, it's good because I have a bigger child. I have a preteen. I have a 5-year-old, and I have a 2-year-old. So I have all ages in my house, and we have learned how to interact and how to raise those children, because you have to have a common ground. This is not like Africa, where you find that the man goes in the morning and they come in the evening. They find the water is being taken to the bathroom for them. They find that the food is waiting for them on the table. No, it doesn't work like that. You find that sometimes sometimes you will meet in the whatever, in the gas station. Let me call it the petrol station, because you find that the husband is coming from work. Maybe let me give you an example of myself. I go to work. I have to be at work at 6 p.m. because I work at night, and my husband works during the day. So let's assume that he has not reached home before 5:30. So what will I do? I have to put my kids in the car, and I travel with them, and then we meet at a point. When we meet, we exchange the kids. He takes the kids, he takes the home, and I go to work because I have to be at work on time. So when he goes home with the kids, he has to feed them, he has to take care of them, make sure that they've done their homework and all that stuff. So you find that the African man's life really changes drastically, because you find that in the African setting, the man is used to be like taken care of, like the wife, they're doing everything for the man, so they don't have so much responsibility. But you find that when they come on this side, it's very different, especially when you have little kids and they need care and they have to be taken care of. So you find that everybody has to work, has to work in the house. You have to take care of the kids. You have to cook. I know even some of you will have men who you will come with from home, and they have not gone to the kitchen. But when they come here in the US, they will go to the kitchen and cook, because that is the lifestyle here. That is the lifestyle, because you don't want to be eating fast food all the time. There's a person who is who is asking me, Pauline Karaoke, hi Charity, thank you. How about food there to avoid obesity? Now, guys, you find that it doesn't matter. It depends on what you eat. It depends on what you eat. It depends on what you exercise. But you find that if you want to stick on African food, you can still stick on African food, because even if you go to the store, you can find there is vegetables, there's cabbages, there's even there's kumawiki, the green ones. There's everything. So it depends on what you are eating. But you find that if you are used to eating fast food all the time, you're going to McDonald's, you're going to other food, like that, you will add weight, But it depends. I cannot tell you that whatever, but the portions that you're taking and whatever. There's food that you can eat and you are still okay. If you want to stick on African food, I cook African food sometime, and maybe most of the time, because I really don't like so much of the American food. I think I've never got used to it. So sometimes you'll find that I'm cooking 2 meals in my house, because my kids, if I cook something like, githeri, beans and corn and all that stuff, they will not eat it. And for some reason, they are not going to eat it. And you'll find that when you come here, even your children will refuse that food. They will be like, no. Why? Because when they're going to school, they are served differently. And you have to know what they are served in school so that you can prepare that. And at the same time, when we grew up, we didn't eat that food. So for me, sometimes I have to prepare 2 meals, because sometimes my kids are not going to eat, but I make sure that they're eating a balanced diet, but it is prepared the way they want. Like, for example, they like, if it's something like broccoli, they like eating it raw. When it's not cooked, they will want to eat it raw. If it's something like cabbage, you'll find that you can cut it, and you'll find that they will eat it when it's raw. They like that. But me, I'm not going to eat like that. I have to cook it. So you'll find that whatever. So it will depend. So if you want to stick to the African food, you can go to the Asian markets. We have Asian markets here. They sell even the black beans. There's everything. So it depends. You will plan your family when you come here and decide what are you going to be feeding your family. You will plan, because there's a lot of variety, guys. There's a lot of variety here. So let's see, how much does a child caregiver earn per month? So here you're not paid by monthly. There is no monthly payment here. It's by hour, every hour. So you can find that some advertisements, they say that they're paid $18 an hour, 17, and sometimes you will not be able to do that. But you find that you can go to a daycare. Daycares are still very expensive, guys. But you find that you can get help. Sometimes you can get help, and you normally get help. That is when you're a permanent resident. Depending on your income, you have to tell them your household income, the money that you and your husband make every paycheck. You have to take like pay stubs for 3 months. You take to them, And then they will analyze, they will look at your household, and they will see if you really need help. So if you really need help, then they are going to pay for you some of it, and then you can pay a little bit. But you find that when you're a permanent resident, you should try all your best not to depend on welfare. You should try all your best not to depend on welfare. Try all your best. So what I can say is that for me, when we came, I was like, I do not want to depend on welfare on anywhere. So we worked hard, and we made a schedule whereby our kids fit, and that's how we do it, So you have to, if you're married, you have to know that one person has to be home with the kids, the other one has to be at work, because both of you must work. Here, there is no that you're going to stay at home and the husband will go and get money for you. No, this is different. It's very different, because there are so many bills that need to be paid. And of course, women, when you come here as a woman, you'll be like, oh, I can go to school, I can work. Everybody loves to have their own money. So you will still want to work. You will not want to stay at home, especially if you didn't have that chance to work. Here you have an opportunity to work. So you will want to go to work. You will not want to stay at home, because it's 50-50. Here in the US it's 50-50. It's not like the way you find that in Africa, the man is the one who goes to get the money, and the woman is the one who takes care of kids. No, it's not like that. It's very different. Because even you will want something for yourself. So it's different. It's called culture shock. You have to come and adapt to all those things. And I find men struggle. They really struggle. They really do struggle. I know there are some that do very well, but I know that there are some men who really, really struggle. And then they feel like maybe they have been put down, or they feel like they are doing the wrong work, but it is not the wrong work, guys. When you come here as a man, you have to be able to help. You will be left with a baby who is 1 month old, because your wife has to go to work. You see what I mean? You have to go to work because bills need to be paid. So you will be left with that baby. You have to know how to take care of that little baby. And if you have others, you have to know how to take care of them, because at that time, you are not able to hire anybody. And at the same time, you are the responsible person. So here it's whatever. Even when you go to an open place, you will find that maybe you are in a gathering, there's families with kids. You will find that if it's a small baby and maybe they need to be changed, you will find that man carrying the bag and they go and change the baby. It happens here. So you will be surprised at first, but that is the lifestyle. The American system makes it that every parent participates. They participate in bringing up the kids from the time that they are little. And that is why even when that baby is born, the way like in Africa, when you're going to give birth, the man is not around. Now here, the man has to be present there in that room. In that room, he has to be present when you're having that baby. You have to be present. Whether you are married or whether it's a boyfriend or whatever, he has to be there. Because he's a parent, he's an equal parent like the mother. So you find that I know, and I've seen like men like really struggle on that, but that's how it's done. So those are the things I'll be talking about when I until May, when we win and we start revealing out the DS260 and going through the process. Now, let's see. So I talked to Pauline Kariuki. Mary Wambogo, thank you for joining me. Getting you loud and clear from Nairobi, Kenya. Thanks a lot for your educative platform. Thank God bless you. So I talked about the child caregiver. Tabs Shiro, hi Charity, Pauline Kariuki. I'm not a book person. What else can I do to earn good money if I don't go back to school? Guys, you do not have to go back to school. You don't have to go back to school. It's not a must that you go back to school. But if you do not want to go back to school, think of something that you will do that will help you get money. Because you find that if you do not want to go back to school, maybe you can do something like business. But it takes time for you to, to start your business, but you can do business. If you still do not want to go back to school, you can go and get hired somewhere in a supermarket. You can go get hired in a supermarket, whereby you will be working there. You work very hard. Eventually, if you work very hard, they will promote you. You can work there. If you're not, there are those people who are the kind that they do not want to be hired. You know, they are business oriented. They don't drive well when they're hired. Then you can start your business. Depending on what you want to do, it depends on what you like. You can start your business, and I'm telling you that because my husband is a businessman. He does his own business. Because for him, even when we came in, he told me, I am not going back to school. So he only worked a little bit, and then he started his own business. So right now he does his own. Actually, now he has two businesses that he's doing. So there are so many things that you can do. You don't have to go to school. So when you're here on the ground, you will see this is what I am good in. Maybe you are a hairdresser. You had gone to school, yes, but you are a hairdresser. You're like, I'm going to open my salon. I know Africans who have opened their salons. They're here. They have opened your salon. So it is not a must. If you feel, if you feel like, and God is not going to stop blessing you because you did not go to school, because maybe that is not your area. So it's not a must that you go to school. Me, I chose to go to school because I wanted to go to school. But on the other hand, my husband was like, no, I'm not going to go back to school. So it depends on what you want, but you will still survive. In US, you will still survive. You will still survive even if you don't want to go back to school. So it's not a must that you go to school. Now, so Christine Kemto, hi everyone. Hello, Anjeri, hi Charity. Can a CR1 visa allow me to enter the US? So I looked at that and I had that question yesterday. The CR1 visa is whereby you marry a spouse or a legal permanent resident. Yes, it can. It can, but I hope that you have gone through all those processes. There's a video that I did about an American citizen. I can't remember the name of that video, but I was talking about green card by marriage. And I explained all that stuff about when you marry a US citizen or you marry a US legal permanent resident. And when I looked up that CR1 visa, I saw it's when you marry a spouse who is a US citizen or a legal permanent resident. So guys, you can, as long as you process it. If you want me to do whatever on that, I will. But go and read that. Go and watch that video about marrying an American citizen or a US legal permanent resident. I've given out everything that you need to know. Everything that you need to know on that video. I have given out everything that you need to know on that video. So guys, if you're joining me right now, the DV lottery is closing tomorrow at 12 p.m. my time. 12 p.m. my time is when it is going to close. I'm trying to look and see if I have any questions here. 12 p.m. my time is when it is going to close. So please, if you have not done the application, do your application. Because tomorrow people will be, I know I will get messages here. People will be doing the application and it is not going to be going through. It is not going to be going through. There's someone who is asking me here, is it too late to apply? No, it's not. You only have 1 day. You only have 1 day. It closes tomorrow at 12 p.m. US time. So you look at your time and tell me now kindly, what is the difference between public and private schools? Now I can tell you that very well because I've taken my kids to a private school and I have taken my kids to a public school. Now private school, you pay fees, you pay school fees depending on the amount that they are charging. It's not very expensive, but you pay school fees. And normally they tell you that this is what you're supposed to pay per semester, and then you'll be making payments. Of course, there are also some that is private. Now, when you go to a public school, you pay, but you pay a little bit. And you find that in a public school, you don't have to buy so many books or whatever. What you do is that you just buy the supplies that they need, maybe books for writing or whatever, the other stuff that they get. And you find that they even get laptops and all that stuff. And in public schools, they get a bus. Like my daughter, she goes to a public school. She's taken by a bus and she's picked by a bus and she's brought home back by a bus. So they have a bus. They have the busing system. And of course, for a private school, you have to go. There's that video I did when I was going to get my 5-year-old from school, because you have to go to get them because they do not have the public transportation. So the private school is that. Now, the private school, most of them are linked to a church. Now, like the one that I take my daughter is where we go to church. So most of them are linked to a church. There are some that are not linked to a church, but most of them are linked to a church. So you find that that is if you want your child maybe to to grow religiously and whatever, which is good for me. I feel it's good. It's okay. Now, A public school, they do not teach Christianity, they do not teach Islam, they don't teach any religion. And why they do not do that is because there are America is very diverse. It's very, very diverse, guys. There are so many different kinds of people. We have Indians, we have Spanish, we have black. Now us we are called African Americans. We have white people. Like everybody is there. So you find that they cannot talk about any religion. So they don't teach religion in public schools. It's not that they're bad, but they do not, because if they started talking about Christianity and other people are Muslims, then that would be like discrimination. So they don't teach that, but they are still good. They're still good. So it depends on where you want to take them. Now, another thing you find that in both of them, there's something called free lunch, whereby you apply for free lunch for your kids, but that still depends on your income. Like here, every help that you get from the state or from the government, it is based on your income, how much money you earn. And you cannot lie that this is what you earn, because you have to give your pay slips. The pay slips that you're paid with, you print them out, you send them to them so that they can gauge. And also it goes with the household, how many people are in your home, so that they can see this is the money that that family makes. And because this is the money that that family makes, this is all the people in that family. So how can we help them? So they help you according to, like, you get the help that you really need. It's not like in Africa, whereby you find that the rich people are the ones who get help and the poor people do not get nothing. No, here you get help according to your household and according to your income. So you find that in both schools, either public or private, the kids get free lunch. So you will apply at the beginning of the year, and then they can just go to school and they eat lunch there. So they don't have to carry anything for eating. But all of them are okay. The only thing that you have to do as a parent is to just follow up with your kids, whether they're doing their homework or whatever they're doing. But all of them are, it's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't say that there's a bad one. Both of them are okay. And I want to say that I will not say that there's a bad one, because you find that even when I was in Kenya, you find that nobody wanted to take their child to the public school, because it was just bad. It was just bad. Nobody wanted that. But here you find that it's different. Every institution, is it a school? Is it a hospital? The people who work there, the teachers, the nurses, the doctors, they are accountable. They are accountable, so they must do their job. Here people do their job. It's here there is no like sleeping on the job. No, you cannot sleep on the job, because if you're not showing results, or you're not doing the right thing, then they will replace you with another person who wants to work. So here, everybody is accountable. So you will not feel bad whether you're taking a child to a public school or a private school. The only thing, if you take them to a public school and you are a very religious person, is that they don't teach religion. That one they do not teach, but they have everything. They teach them like everything else that they want. Now, so Christine came to in USA. Oh, so yeah. So I hope that I answered your question about the private and public schools, about that. So I only have 7 minutes. I'm gonna see if I have more questions that I can answer. Yeah. Let me see. So sometimes you guys ask me questions and you don't finish. If you ask me a question and you don't finish it, sometimes I'm not able to answer it, because I'm like, who was this person asking me? So there was this question that I was being asked by Atayo. So I don't know. I'll ask him if whatever he wanted to tell me. Okay, there was this one who was telling me that they applied the DV 2022 in October 2020, and the expiration date was January 2021, and the results were going to be announced in May 2021. Oh, this one was long. So what I told them is that if you had applied, the only thing that you should know is that when you're doing the application of your DV lottery, currently at that time, make sure that your passport is valid. Even if it's, let's assume the people who will apply tomorrow, because it's only tomorrow, and then it will close. The people who will do the application tomorrow, please make sure that the date that is reading on your passport is current. If it expires later, it's okay. You can apply for another one, because that one expired. But do not do an application with an expired passport. A passport that expired, that the date is past, don't do it, because you will be disqualified. You'll be disqualified. Okay. Let's see. Jacqueline Jogona, I love the work you're doing. Okay. Wow. Well, I was more concerned about religion. Now, what I can advise you there, Christine Kemuto, is that when you come here, look for a church. Look for a church to go. For me, 33 people are watching me. Thank you guys for joining. For me, I decided, you know me, I'm a Catholic. So I decided I was going to go to look for a Catholic school, a Catholic church, because I knew I had done my research before I left Kenya, and I had seen that all the Catholic churches in the US, they have schools. I had seen that. So when I was coming here, I was going to look for a Catholic school for my children, because I still believe, and I think the way we grew up and the way we were brought up, it is the same thing. It's what you want to instill to your kids. For me, I thought that it was good for my kids to go to a school where they could learn religion. Like for me, it's very important for them, like to be, to know who God is, because I don't want them to get lost. I don't want them to get lost somewhere in this. I don't want, because there's so much that you have to, guys. When you come here in the US, it's a very good country, but you still have to be aware, and just teach yourself, teach your kids the godly way. Even if you're a Muslim, teach them the Muslim way. Even if you're a Hindu, teach them your religion, whatever whatever your religion is, it doesn't matter, but show them something that they can relate to. For me, that's how I felt. So that's why I chose to take them to a Catholic school, because I'm a Catholic, and I knew that they were learning the whatever, what I would want them to learn, how I grew up, how I was brought up. So it's very good for you maybe to have something like that. And especially, coming from Africa, we are very religious, and that is very good. So it's good to show our kids the right way. Okay, so like roughly how much does the fees cost for the little ones, both public and private? Now, you find that it's not much. Oh my gosh, it's not much. Like I think a whole semester in a public school is like $100. That's not much. It's $100. When you come here in the US, when you're in game, like $100 is much. No, when you come here, you'll find like $100 is just little. It's not much, because you'll go to the store, to the supermarket, and you buy stuff, even just shopping for 2 weeks, and then you'll find that you have used more than $100. So it's not much. But you find that in a public school, it depends. They charge. It varies. It varies. So maybe you can find maybe you are paying like it's still the same range, but you have to pay monthly. You have to pay every month. So it's not money that is going to worry you. It's money that you will go and earn, and you will pay, because you are paid every 2 weeks, and you will forget about it. You won't struggle. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Dennis, don't worry about that. So as long as you're working, even if you're working the lowest job that you're being paid minimum wage. Minimum wage is like it depends on the state. It depends on the state again. Even if you're being paid $8 an hour, $9 an hour, you find that you will still be able to pay that money. And if you're not able to pay, I told you guys, you get help. They help you. You just need to file, tell your income and your household, and you get help. You will get help. Like, don't worry about money. Do not worry about money. This is a country, even if you have zero, and you go and tell them, I have nothing. Even the money that I get, it's not even enough. There are so many places that you get help. You find that even as a permanent resident, when you have a baby, there is this organization that you go to. They give you checks they buy milk for the baby for 5 years. Every month you go and get money for milk and cereal and all that supplies and beans for 5 years for free of charge. Yeah, and that one you don't even need to be a citizen. It's called WAKE. It's called WAKE. So there's so much help. So don't worry about money. As long as you have won your DV lottery and you have come to live here in the US, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. You won't worry about money. You won't worry about money. Okay, now let's see. I have 2 minutes. Okay, hi Charity, looking beautiful. Magoshi, thank you. Anthony Kagesha tuned in. Thank you for joining me there, Anthony and Magoshi. Thank you for that. So guys, I really do appreciate just you staying with me here. 29 people, 27 likes. I really love that. I really love that, guys. And please, if you haven't filled out your DV lottery, please go and fill out your DV lottery, because it's going to close tomorrow. And I know after tomorrow, I will receive so many messages of people telling me, Charity, when did it stop or whatever? No, just go and fill it out today. And I'm going to do another live tomorrow. So just, and by tomorrow when I'm doing the live, because it will be 12 p.m. It will be gone. I think I should start doing my live early so that, I'll do the countdown and then I will stop. Okay, host me if I win. Now, when you win, call me. I'll figure out something. I will figure out something. I will figure out something. But since I know that 100 people will ask me to host them, I will try on my best. Even if I won't host you in my own house, I will look for a way for you to come and have a host. Because even me, I was hosted by a stranger who I did not know. So I will help. I will help, guys. I will help. As long as you have won your DV and you have gone through the process. Okay. When is the next live video will be tomorrow. Because tomorrow is the last day of the DV. I have to do a live show tomorrow. I must do a live show tomorrow. Dennis Jonky, thank you. Yeah. So guys, it's been 1 hour, 11 seconds. Now I am going to end this live show. Like I said, if you have internet in your house and you haven't filled out your DV, go fill out your DV. And I also thank my internet for not disappointing me. I really do. I was worried. I was like, I hope it doesn't go away. So I really appreciate you guys. Please share my videos. Continue subscribing. I will bring you more information about US and even just more information about US so that we can stay tuned and we can continue knowing more about this wonderful country. So guys, I just wish you have a good night wherever you are. If it's during the day, I wish you having a good day. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will do a live because it's the last day for the DV. So guys, thank you very much. God bless you and be safe.